All right, you guys, so today we are going to be in for a TIE fight. We have an assortment of variants of the TIE Fighter here before you today. We're gonna get a look at all of them here today, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, and so we are going to get a look at the solo version of the standard TIE Fighter. We're gonna get a look at the box right here, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, we have the TIE Fighter pictured here, very cool. We also have the solo banner across the top. It also has the Force Link device, which is again, I'm not going to complain about it, but it's a little gimmick to me, but it is Force Link compatible. We do get a TIE pilot with our TIE Fighter, so that is very, very cool. And then of course we have our warning symbols and everything there. TIE Fighter in the corner there. Let's get a look at the side of the box, guys. And then on the side of the box, we have a very cool illustration of the TIE Fighter in fight with the X-Wing right there. Very cool illustration right there. Star Wars at the top. And then on the back of the box, guys, we have the TIE Fighter there in the center with our TIE pilot. Very cool. It also shows you that it not only does it eject one of the wings, but it also ejects the front part of the TIE Fighter off. So that is a very, very cool addition to this. So that is really, really cool, and I'm very excited to see how that works. It also has firing projectiles there as well. Again, it is Force Link compatible, illustrated right there. And then of course there is some information on the TIE Fighter. And then on the other side of the box, again, it is Force Link compatible, Star Wars logo, and then back to the front. So guys, there it is, guys. That is the box for the solo version of the standard TIE. All right, you guys. So we have our ties out of the box. Very cool, very awesome. I'm actually very, very impressed with the first order tie. It was my first time actually pulling it out of the box. I've had it for about a couple of months. I found a couple of them on clearance for about $9 a couple of months ago at Walmart. Picked them up, stored them away, never pulled them out, and wanted to include them with this new release of the solo tie. And pulling it out, I was very, very impressed with it. So it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. Of course, the wings are a bit warped on it. But, you know, of course, we all know about the problems with the wings. But other than that, I'm actually really, really impressed with that particular vehicle. But the solo standard tie is absolutely awesome, guys. And we're going to get a good look at it. But we have all of the TIE Fighters that I have here in my collection available right here for this video, guys. And I'm very happy to add the solo version of the TIE Fighter to my collection. Now, again, I am missing a couple of other variants of the TIE Fighter, but for the most part, I do have quite a few of the different variants and different eras of the editions of the TIE Fighter. Some of the vintage, and then of course some of the Power of the Force, and then some of the new stuff that just came out recently in the past couple of years. And of course I did pull out the TIE Striker, as you guys can see up there to the upper right next to the TIE Bomber. So I did go ahead and dig that out of the storage. So very excited, and also included Kylo Ren's silencer up there. TIE silencer is up there next to the Interceptor. So very cool and awesome to have all of these together. So guys, we are going to get a specific look at the solo tie versus the first order tie. So this is what the tie fight is all about. It's a tie fight about to break out tonight. So we are going to go one-on-one with the solo tie versus the first order tie. So let's get started. We're going to start with the first order tie.
Round one, fight.
Very cool and awesome looking TIE Fighter, guys. Again, the wings are warped on it, just as many of you already know. I'm sure you received, if you picked this up, you received it with the warped wings as well. But of course, for $9, I can't complain. between the two that I did pick up. I really enjoyed the back window. That was a welcome surprise. Because I never really even paid attention to the first order ties, but I really do like that back window on the back side there. So that was really, really cool. There is some weathering right here and there as well on the vehicle. So very, very cool and awesome. Of course, you have your gun, which is right there. You have your 2 firing missiles right there on the front. And then of course, guys, at the bottom, you do have the 2 ion cannons, I believe they are, at the very bottom right there underneath the cockpit of the first order tie. So very, very cool and very, very awesome. All right, guys, and then getting you a look on the inside cockpit, guys. As you can see, it does fit 2 individuals, 2 pilots. So very cool, very awesome for your first order standard tie. Very, very awesome vehicle, for the exception of the warped wings. And now demonstrating the weapons for the first order TIE fighter. Very cool. Ejecting wings.
Round 2, fight.
Very cool, very awesome. Love the gray coloring on this thing. Love the cockpit lid with the metal look to the top of it. Very, very cool and awesome. You have your 2 firing missiles there. Very cool. Again, I do like the texture of the wings, and my wings came pretty straight. They weren't warped or bent at all. So I really enjoyed that as well. Of course, it does have a very similar look to the Legacy TIE Fighter. I don't believe it's as big as the Legacy TIE Fighter, but it is a very nice size TIE for a 3 1/4 size vehicle. I know a lot of people said that it's small. When you put it up against the 90s version TIE Fighter, it is a little bit larger than that one. So not quite sure why people are complaining about the size on this one when the more recent ones prior to this one are actually a little bit smaller. So really cool, very awesome. And then getting you guys a look on the inside, guys, just to get you guys some detail on the inside, guys. And I hope I'm doing the best that I can with the lighting, but there are your controls at the front there, the seat in the back, off to the side there, the other side, there it is. So there is the shot right there. So really cool and very awesome. Getting you guys a look with the pilot on the inside, very cool. Now, unfortunately, the way he is positioned, there's no way to get him to sit up and hold the handles on there, at least not with a 5 POA figure. You might be able to do so with a more articulated figure on the inside, but with the 5 POA, there's no way you're going to get him to handle the controls and sit down properly in the vehicle. But there is a look at the pilot on the inside of the car. All right, you guys, and getting you a look at some of the features on the vehicle. Those are the weapons, wing ejection, and the wing is off. And we have the damage on the side. So on the side, guys, as you can see, those stickers there, there are stickers that have to be placed on here. And they're supposed to depict the damage to the vehicle once it's been hit by blaster fire. The guy is supposed to actually eject out as well, but he's not doing so. And really the spring action on this thing is not really all that great. You kind of got to shake it off for it to fall off. Here is the ejected piece right here, guys. And to get you a better look at the inside, since it is ejected off, and I know that didn't sound right, so forgive me if you have kids watching. Hopefully they didn't get that reference. But there is a better look at the cockpit right there, guys. All in all, I would say that with the ejection of the left side of the wing, I would have to say that it's not really as good as the ejection, the old school vintage ejection. The spring action on this, at least on mine, is not all that great for it to just fly off. again, you kind of have to make it shake off. But the one thing that I will say about this is because the wings themselves are not made to eject off, and these parts are all one solid piece. As you can see, there's no separation there, different from the vintage. So if you're just sitting this on your shelf, it's going to actually stand for you pretty nicely, and it's going to stand up very, very well, as opposed to the vintage wings that kind of weaken over time because you do have that separation and the spring action that's all included in there on your vintage one. So something to think about when considering if you're going to purchase this particular one. Again, it does stand very nicely. The wings are very sturdy, and as you can see, my wings are pretty straight, not really warped at all coming out of the package. So really, really nice. So I will give it a good grade there. But however, the ejection portion of the vehicle would probably get a D minus, probably, in my opinion. The only thing that saves when you do get it to fall off, you do have the cool part right there that shows the damage and the vehicle kind of still in flight before it crashes and hits the ground. So that is one cool and unique feature for that particular vehicle. Unfortunately, guys, because the Force Link 2.0 is not yet updated for this particular vehicle, I cannot present you any of the sounds for this particular vehicle at this time.
Finish him.
The Thai Advance X1, very cool, very awesome, very cool vehicle. Weapons, awesome. So really cool vehicle, very awesome. Better known as Vader's Thai Advance, but it is the X1, Thai Advance X1. Very cool and very awesome. Of course, this one here is just your standard Thai. There's no electronics or anything like that with this particular vehicle. It does have the ejecting wings, however, which still work, but there is no electronics, no lights or sounds. But very cool vehicle and very awesome. No firing projectiles as well. So very awesome. And then next up, we have our Thai Advance. Very cool. Actually, this is one of my this is actually my favorite Thai. On this particular vehicle, there is electronics, lights, and sounds. However, I don't have the batteries in on this vehicle at the moment. But and of course, we have the Thai Side, the Thai Silencer. As I mentioned, very similar wing design to the Interceptor. It is a very cool vehicle, very nice, lights and sounds, everything, very awesome looking vehicle, very cool. And then of course, we have our Thai Advance, one of the variants, very similar to Vader's Thai Advance X1. However, as you can see, the back part of it is not as extended. On this particular it does have electronics. I don't believe I have batteries in here. No, but so there it is, guys. All right, guys, and then we have our Thai Striker introduced to us in Rogue One. A very cool Thai design. Love the wing design. Very cool and awesome vehicle. Last but never to be least is the Thai Bomber. Again, one of my favorites. Obviously because I have it in my collection, but really cool design. Really love the back engine compartment. That is just so awesome, but really, really cool. Love the Bomber. Awesome vehicle.
All right, guys, so let me know which one of these are your favorites, or let me know if your favorite is not represented here. I know the Thai Defender is a very popular one, but put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys,
from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.